welcome to the Regular Joe's podcast. I'm Dave Pisani.
I'm Barry Kay.
And I'm Todd Pleasant.
You know who also does a podcast only because they want to talk to somebody that they're close to? I was listening to some interview with Seth Meyers. He's the host of, I guess, Late Night with Seth Meyers.
He's the late night guy. He's the new Letterman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who does the Tonight Show? Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon,
I think.
yeah.
Anyway, so he does a podcast with his brother, and he was telling Howard Stern, he's like, you know, I really only do it because if we didn't do the podcast, we wouldn't talk to each other enough. And that's more or less why we started this podcast.
Yeah, and now we text each other like literally every day.
Every day. There were times we would go 3 months without really talking to each other sometimes.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like.
For sure.
Now, we get together weekly for our enjoyment and your listening pleasure, and we text every single day. So I'm happy that we're doing this. And it just renews my...
much better friends than we even were when we started.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yep.
Podcasts bring people together. So, you know,
and
it's
$4.99
people.
Yes.
Just by virtue of the peer pressure. So
it is the friendship/support group that we have always said it was.
Yep.
So.
So
Lack of support group.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peer pressure group.
As we will get into today. So
Yes,
is true.
Yes, absolutely. On many levels.
There is no fear of missing out in this crowd.
No.
Because no one misses out.
Nobody ever misses out.
Speaking of that, so again, as you listen to this, we are at Rhode Island Comicon, except for Barry, but it is 4 days away. I'm not convinced we won't get Barry there.
Neither am I. Neither am I. I think this is all just a cruel ruse, and he's going to show up. So
I think he will. They're going to announce. Let me ask you this, Barry: is there a guest they could announce that would be like, oh my God, I have to be there?
At this point, I just don't think logistically it's possible. But
you come just Friday, whatever. Is there a guest that you would say that you would be like, I got to go there? I don't even have an answer.
You know, I guess it's possible. I mean, I'm shocked they're actually still announcing guests. Like
it's crazy.
It just hasn't stopped. We're gonna
high-profile guests.
We're gonna dig into this later in the show. But I mean, the guest list. I think this guest list is just the best they've ever had. Like,
yeah,
so
it's pretty good.
We'll
if George Lucas was there, and I knew he could sign my poster, I would drive up Friday. I didn't even think about that. George Lucas is there, and guess what? He's going to be there Friday, and you'd have to wait online for 4 hours to get it.
Oh yeah. I would
okay,
find a way to make
there's
that
an
work.
answer. Todd, call George Lucas.
I'm looking him up right now.
Yeah, if somebody could make that happen.
It's okay, so there's an answer. Is there anyone? I didn't think about the poster. It's the poster.
Yes.
It's the completion.
It's the completion of the poster.
Would that be the only autograph you don't have? Alec Guinness.
Well, Alec Guinness, yeah. I mean, Alec Guinness, Peter Cushing. I mean, there's a few, but
Todd, call Alec Guinness.
I'm working on that right now too. I got a séance.
It was séance.
Tomorrow is Halloween, so if you were ever going to do the séance.
I did watch The Horror of Frankenstein. No, The Horror of Dracula, and Peter Cushing played Van Helsing in it.
Yeah.
Apparently, he played him like 9 times or something.
Yeah.
Or Christopher Lee played Dracula 9 times,
and then
that.
Those guys did a lot of those kind of.
The interesting
thing
with those movies, because I've seen a bunch of them, is they're not in continuity with each other.
There's no continuity. He dies in every single one.
It's just bizarre. It's like wait a minute, you guys are playing the same characters in another film, and it's like it's got no relation to the previous.
Yeah, there was never there weren't sequels. There were just another one with a different. I haven't watched a ton of them. I watched the originals. And this was a 57, and I'm like, I don't love scary movies, and it was Friday night, and I'm like, this can't be that scary. I watched about 3/4 of it. I mean, it was the same. But it's like, the funny thing is, you're like, it's the creepy castle in Transylvania, and you show up to a guy named Count Dracula, and you're not freaked out by it, but I guess you didn't know what was going on.
If only they could have figured out the concept of franchising back then. Like, maybe there could have been more connectivity between those movies, but no. There was
all these Hammer films. Christopher Lee played Dracula in 9 Hammer films.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so George Lucas will be there.
And yet he's known for Count Dooku.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I
don't think
is that the role you associate him with?
Well, he's talking about Star Wars, boy.
Yes.
You do. No, but I'm saying, Dave, no, seriously, what role do you associate him with?
Well, for me, like Scaramanga.
Exactly. Same here. And he's been in a million things. And I saw the vampire films before that, but he'll always be the man with the golden gun.
Yeah. What about Gandalf's enemy?
Yeah,
whoever that dude is.
He could
Still
could be Saruman too, but
no.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I just always think of him as Count Dooku, but
Yeah,
I'm single-minded when it comes to Star Wars. You know,
I mean, Count Dooku, Count Dracula. They didn't.
Oh yeah, no, there was definitely a little.
Definitely. Yeah. So anyway, so we'll talk more about Long Island, Rhode Island Comicon, Staten Island Comicon, all the island Comicons.
Yeah.
George Lucas is a definite, so Barry's coming. At this point, I'll be honest, Alec Guinness is a maybe.
Could be a special appearance. That's what we're just saying.
Yeah.
He'll look a little, rough around the edges, but we're
as long as he can hold a pen.
We're trying to see, but that's the thing. He's a Force ghost. He can probably just sit there and just, yep.
Yeah.
I want a nice, clean autograph, though.
Well, okay. You see what you can get. Okay, we'll go a little random. Barry says he doesn't have any. Todd, do you have any random?
I do. So, the Alien series that Noah Hawley is working on. Have either of you read this? So
no,
I read the headline. I didn't read the article.
This is going to be set about 70 years from now. Okay, and he said that the is based on an interview with him, but he actually said the advent of AI is going to be very, very significant in that. And the thing that he kind of goes back to is the Ash character, which was one of the things that really, it was a brilliant reveal. If you look at you're seeing the movie for the first time, and he said that was the inspiration for the idea that he has.
Wait, so AI is playing a role in the story. He's not using AI to write the scripts.
No. It's kind of the and it's set on Earth too. So, we'll see. I really like his stuff. I've loved this Fargo series. I really liked Legion. I'm excited for this, and
we'll see. I feel like everything is so far out.
Well, but the other thing is like
the strikes.
They've done such a crappy job with the recent alien related things that. This may be a way of making something work with this franchise. And like I said, he's good.
Am I crazy, or did I read recently that Ridley Scott's working on another Alien movie?
I thought he was working on a couple more.
Yeah, I mean, they had abandoned the last series he started, and I think he's working. I'm going to Google that while you guys talk.
Oh, I don't know. Here's Todd. I know you are concerned about the Daredevil series coming up.
Not in the slightest. Go on.
Now there's no reason to be concerned because they just hired a new showrunner who worked on such stellar projects as Jack Ryan and The Punisher, and one of the directors is directing the fabulous second season of Loki.
Which is actually extremely good.
You've got
it's being received extremely well by
on this by you and nobody else.
And most of the viewing public, Dave, other than yourself. And
I've only watched two. That does not give me confidence. The Jack Ryan guy.
Well, the Jack Ryan guy, but they're also that show did exactly what that show was supposed to do. I don't think this was the visionary behind it. I think this was the person that made the the trains run on time. But yeah.
I just wanted to give you a hard time.
I appreciate that.
All right, so this movie, Ridley's not directing it, but of course he's producing it. It's called Alien Romulus.
Oh Jesus! Does it have the Romulans in it?
No, Romulus. Yeah. Let's see.
That's where they.
This doesn't give me a lot of hope, but director Ridley Scott has seen an early version and describes it as effing great, giving high praise to director Fede Alvarez for his work on the film. The new film will feature a young cast and take a darker, more frightening approach to the alien universe. There you go.
Whatever. So it's apparently mostly done.
Yeah, sounds like it's pretty close to something.
So, and
Todd, do you have anything else?
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry,
in that we're 10 plus years into this show, and we've hit this topic about 15 different times. George R.R. Martin still not sure when Winds of Winter will be released.
12 years late, he
12
says.
years late.
Yeah.
No one cares.
What's
George.
that guy do all the time?
George, no one
day?
cares. It's honestly.
I think that's the point that I'm not sure he gets is that that story ended with
why do
the
you
way
give
the show
updates on
ended.
this? You know, it's just like
Yeah.
it's just yeah.
He's spending all his time buying little lead soldiers, I guess.
I just could not have imagined that 10 years ago when we were talking about this book being 2 years overdue, that it just would never happen.
That Game of Thrones money must make you really, really satisfied because
He just never moves away from the buffet. It's just
is he even involved in House of Dragons? I mean,
I'm
sure he's
he's involved when the checks come in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ryan, get your boy in shape and tell him to finish his books. Not that I personally care.
Yeah, I have no plans to read it, even if he does release it. So
I am curious, but here's the thing: if it had come out right after the series, you could compare and contrast and say, "Oh, he went this way versus that." I don't even remember now. I just remember basically not being happy with how it ended. Why would? Yeah, no, it's.
But the vast majority of the population is going to consider the end of the show the way that story ended. No matter
absolutely.
what he writes now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think people are over. It's over. I don't feel like. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Do you feel like Game of Thrones is something that I'm trying to think of a series that you go back to? A series you go Star Trek. I mean, obviously those kinds of things. I don't know that it's something you go back to. I mean, it's over. Especially ones that sort of ended on a not good note.
Here's what I would say, and I don't know. I think with enough time. Like, the fact that they're rebooting Harry Potter and they're going to tell it as 7 seasons of a TV show instead of
Are they really?
8 books. Yeah, I mean, maybe at some point when and if this book ever comes out, maybe they reboot this thing and do another series and make it more true to the novels or something.
And watch the... Is it like Suits? Where people... I don't think people are going back and watching Game of Thrones.
I don't know.
I
will say this, though. Oh, go ahead, Todd.
I spoke to somebody like 2 or 3 months ago who'd never watched it, who was looking forward to watching all of it. And I'm like, have you just never spoke to anyone who watched it? It was like, yeah, I'm really excited. I didn't have HBO then, but I now I'm really excited to watch it. And I was like, wow, you really jumped on this quick.
People stuck with Walking Dead after it got terrible, so who knows? I was just going to say, we've been watching Suits. I think we mentioned that on the last show. We're not like binging hard. We're still in the first season, but I really didn't know who Meghan Markle was. But I was watching Horrible Bosses yesterday, and when she pops up in her cameo in that, I was like, oh, now I know who that is because I've seen her.
She was in Horrible Bosses?
She plays the FedEx girl. She delivers a FedEx package. Jason Sudeikis hits on her, and she leaves, and that's the extent of her role.
I gotta say,
Bosses.
I like those movies. They're not great, but they're funny. Jennifer Aniston is out of control in that first movie.
And that was what I was watching. It was the first one. It's
like after, and we'll talk about Friends, but after watching Friends 1,000 times, she's out of control.
Yes.
In that, and it's great.
How she does it with a straight face, I bet there must be hours of outtakes.
Her and Jason Bateman are like best friends. They hang out like every weekend.
Yeah.
But that probably helped. Or maybe they got, but she's crazy. I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you should watch.
It's worth seeing just for her.
Bosses,
she's out of control.
But do not watch it on cable. You need to watch the uncut.
Yes,
watch it on without editing.
I won't watch it.
Yeah,
it's really good.
I don't know. I'm starting to realize that I think I'm more hardcore nerd in my watching than either of you guys. Do you guys make room for a whole lot of stuff that just would never, ever creep into my watching? So
really,
but I'm saying I would, yeah. No,
It's funny.
I can't think of the last time I watched like a movie that was a comedy.
Maybe you need a little comedy in your life, Todd.
I could.
do.
That could be the problem, or maybe there's not a problem, or maybe there is, and I don't know there's a problem. But I'm trying to think. I can't. Honestly, I can't. So it's been a while.
My Alexa keeps just talking for no good reason.
Mine lit
so
up
if you hear
too.
her,
Something that one of us said triggered it because
mine says she's not working right now. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. What's the last? I mean, I watch a lot of non-comedy and non-genre stuff. I did
me too.
rewatch The Flash this weekend, and it's really good. I don't want to get into a whole Flash discussion, but it was really good. There's no reason why people shouldn't have watched that movie. I enjoyed it.
So, Mission Impossible, The Flash, the indie film,
Dial of Destiny.
the indie film,
Yeah, all good.
all good, all thoroughly watchable films that just like
Yeah. I think The Flash maybe was the best of the three. Totally enjoyable. And I got to say, honestly, I know we talked about it at the time, but that kid did an amazing job for all the bad press and all the concern that they did an amazing job playing those two characters and was great doing it. He should be nominated for an Oscar. I don't know about that, but.
So you mentioned indie, so I do just want to throw out there, and I know we were in our group text with Daryl and Brian, this was mentioned over the weekend, but on HBO, is it HBO Max? No. Paramount Plus. I can't even keep them straight anymore. The one that carries South Park. They released like a 48-minute, they call it a movie, but it's really just a long episode, called Into the Panderverse. And it's one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time, but it just destroys Lucasfilm, Disney, Bob Iger, and Kathleen Kennedy. It is so funny. It was ridiculous and out of control, but I laughed my ass off watching it. So
I got to check that out.
Todd won't watch it because it's funny, but
I would watch that. I just wouldn't watch it again.
okay, fair.
So, yeah.
The basic premise.
I do like things that are funny. I just like I don't go back and.
The basic premise is that it's an alternate universe where the four kids from South Park are replaced by women from different ethnic backgrounds, and the parallel portal opens, and the Cartmans of the universe get replaced. So in our universe, it's a African American woman playing Cartman, and he goes to her universe. But somehow they pull it all into Disney and Kathleen Kennedy and Star Wars, and it's just,
that made it no more clear than it was before you even said that.
Yeah, you need to watch it. I thought it was hysterical. So,
speaking of Indiana Jones,
yes,
and someone who's awesome, Fanboy Collectibles up for pre-order. Not one but two Indiana Jones in the Dial of Destiny Hot Toys figures, a deluxe and a regular.
It's funny, we were just talking recently about why is this thing still not up for sale when the movie came out in the summer, but it is finally up for sale.
It's just coming into DVD and Blu-ray and home video, so maybe that was it. But I feel we do not have a Hot Toys Indiana Jones figure. Am I correct?
There is one.
It's over my shoulder.
10 years old.
Yeah.
And
I have it then.
Not very good.
You don't.
No, you have the Sideshow one.
I have the Sideshow one.
Yeah. Hot Toys made one. It was early in the Hot Toys stuff, and it's not that good. This new one is way better.
It's not that bad. It's Barry just convinces himself it's not that good because he didn't buy it, now he can't. But it's not that.
I don't like the head sculpt on it.
For the era, it's fine. For current Hot Toys, it's not even close. It would need a completely different head.
New one, even though it's the older Harrison Ford, looks way better
because the standards. But it was a really cool set. It comes with the base that he plucks the idol off with the sandbag. Comes with that. It comes with the desert outfit that he wears with the staff of Ra and everything. There's a ton of accessories with the thing.
How about the new one, Barry?
The new one.
What does that come with?
It comes in a regular edition and a deluxe edition.
Okay,
the deluxe
I did forget we were in the middle of the ad. Okay.
Yes. Barry tried to get you back.
I was trying to get you back there.
So anyway, there's two there for pre-order. Get one of them. I'm going to get one of them. Also, Hot Toys Doc Ock. Speaking of a movie that's been out a while ago, from No Way Home.
That's in
There's
stock.
A grand...
The Doc Ock is in stock, and that rhymes.
Oh, in stock. We had mentioned that,
Yep.
so it's in stock. It was up for Grand Admiral Thrawn,
Which looks freaking
from
amazing.
Ahsoka.
These Ahsoka figures
That's up
are
for
just
pre-order?
fantastic.
And it's Halloween time, so who doesn't need a Sideshow Frankenstein monster statue, which actually looks really, really cool, too.
Exactly. We have one from the original Aesop from 20 years
right.
ago that we used in our thing. But anyway, they got Sideshow and obviously lots of Hot Toys and Pops and Hasbro and everything you need. Check those guys out. FanboyCollectibles.com. Check them out at their store in Newtown, Connecticut. Tell them the regular Joe sent you. And don't forget to do your Christmas shopping. Another thing that I wanted to mention. So you say to yourself, hey, self, I know there's a bunch of different things that the regular Joes are on. How do I get a hold of all of them? So we signed up for this thing called BioSite that has basically just a page that lists all the places to listen to us and all the places of our social media. So our thing is called Bio, B-I-O, period, S-I-T-E / Regular Joes, and then there's one page that has all the different podcast players we're on, and our Instagram, and all
YouTube, and Facebook, and Instagram.
YouTube, and not... What's the other thing? What's Twitter? Because we don't really on Twitter. There is no connection to X. Threads isn't on there, and I don't know what the hell those people are doing. So we're not... I didn't list that one.
Yeah, I mean,
anyway,
we basically... If we do anything on social media, it's Facebook
it all
and
gets there
Instagram.
one way or another.
Yeah.
So bio.site / Regular Joes. Okay. So as we were talking about before the show, we're like, you know what we're going to do? We're talking about, we mentioned it last week on the show. We're going to Rhode Island. Like, we got to talk about the guest list. And a year ago, almost to the day, we had an episode called Autograph Smell Pass. And we're going to do that again. Okay. So we've already done it. So that genie is out of the bottle. And speaking of genie, she's going to be there.
She is going to be there.
So, okay, if you didn't remember, the reason we sort of say to each other, would you get so-and-so's autograph? I don't know. But I don't think I'd want their autograph, but I would certainly like to smell them.
Okay, explain the genesis of this.
I'm explaining
He's about to. He's about to.
It's because Todd has this weird fetish of smelling people. No, it's not that at all.
Years ago.
I don't remember the year, and we'll throw the clip in here if I could find it. At one point, we were recording in the lobby of the Omni, as we do every year, and we'll be there this year. Well, while you're listening to this, but 10 o'clock Saturday night, be there. 500th show. We're recording our 500th show at Rhode Island Comicon, whether there's good guests or not. Anyway, so we're talking to people or amongst ourselves, and the lovely Karen Gillan walks by, sort of just pokes her head in, says, I say, or one of us says, hey, Karen, do you want to come on the podcast? She says, no, I've got to go to bed. And she leans in and says, hello there to everybody. And I still don't remember if it was me or Todd, but I remember her lovely perfume.
It was
you,
like, Dave. It was you.
It was me? Fine.
I was trying to give you cover.
Because she was closest to me. And I said, wow, she smells great, and I can still smell her. I say that like 2 minutes later. So that's where we come up with.
And now we've been talking about it for 10 years.
Yes. Well, it hasn't been 10 years.
Well, 8. Probably 7 or 8 years.
7, yeah.
I don't know what year that it was, but she was lovely and nice enough to poke her head in. So this clip will either be right here or not. I don't know. Wait, here's Karen Gillan right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God,
Karen. There's Karen Gillan right there.
And she's
Karen. Would you like to be on our podcast?
Hey, Karen, how you doing? Go to bed.
We're the Regular Joe's podcast. We love all the work you do.
Thank you very much, and hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a good night.
all right.
Good night.
All right, maybe not platinum, but gold.
That's fucking platinum, baby. It's not about quality. She's huge. 2 Guardians of the Galaxy people.
Yes, that's right.
She's awesome. Our first Doctor Who person, no?
Yes, actually, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's awesome.
All right, I'll elevate that to platinum status.
Lobby pays off, man. The lobby pays off. That's huge.
Of course it's huge.
What are you kidding me?
Okay.
Hey, yes, that was huge.
That was huge.
Oh,
I take nothing away from that.
So cute. She was right in my face.
And now I can confirm she clearly has a Scottish
She does.
Yeah, she does.
She was so sweet and beautiful. She was
Yes.
right in my face.
Yes, she was. Do you need a moment to
I do. I need to just.
I can still smell her actually.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that was
I didn't smell her. I
spectacular.
can't smell her. Okay, that was very exciting. Karen Gillan said a couple words to her. She's lovely. She was very sweet to even stop and talk to us. Incredibly beautiful in person.
And again, I will confirm now she has a Scottish accent.
She does have a Scottish accent.
I heard it there clearly.
Duh. Okay.
Jokingly aside, and there are men and women who we all want to smell. Or I'll admit
it's
to
not
that.
it's not limited to attractive women. We'll smell attractive men.
So,
too.
we're going to go through the guest list right now, and then talk about a couple things.
Yeah, let's talk about all. I mean, I've been saying it. It's a great guest list. I mean,
It is a good guest list.
amazing. I mean, just
like for instance, and I know we're going to go in order, but I just want to throw this out at the top. You could get the entire cast of The Breakfast Club except for Emilio Estevez at this convention
I didn't even know that.
Ali Sheedy, Judd Nelson, Molly Ringwald, and Anthony Michael Hall are all.
Judd Nelson's here?
Judd
I didn't
Nelson
even know
is there.
that.
Yep.
All right, you want me to read them since I have them up? Or
Go for
we
it.
don't
Yeah,
wanna go-
I've got it up on my screen too, but you go.
Okay, I mean, there's people I don't even know who they are, so we're going to go through some of these quicker. Adrian Howe. Todd probably knows who this guy is.
he's a voice actor from the
X-Men. Yeah, pass.
Yeah.
Alex Garfin. He was in Superman and Lois. You guys say yourselves if you want. I'm passing on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ali Seeley, pass. Ali Sheedy, I would totally smell her. Now, she's been here before, right?
I don't think we've ever seen.
I don't
Ali
think we
Sheedy
ever
at a
seen
show.
her.
I don't think we ever seen her. She's been in a lot of stuff. War Games. I just watched War Games like 6 months ago.
I would actually consider getting her autograph on a War Games thing. That'd be kind of cool.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Possible autograph. $50, a bargain.
it is a bargain.
Allison Court, another X-Men person.
Yeah.
Pass. Amy Jo Johnson, the Pink Power Ranger. Lovely. For me, it's a pass.
Yeah, likewise.
Andrew McCarthy, again. Weekend at Bernie's is funny, by the way.
Sure.
So,
and then you could also, if you don't want the Breakfast Club, you can go Pretty in Pink and get Andrew McCarthy and
Oh
Molly
yeah,
Ringwald.
you could go that way too.
You can go that way.
I'm passing on them. Anybody else?
Oh,
I would smell him. Let's see what he looks like.
I'm gonna reserve my
moving.
smell for somebody two
Yep.
tiles down on the website.
Yep.
But
Okay. Anna Diop. Now, she played...
she was Starfire, right?
Titans. Starfire and Titans. I would smell her.
Totally smell her.
I don't think I'd get her autograph.
Todd,
I'm the only one
Todd
saying
get
if-
her autograph last time?
No, I didn't. I got.
Was she there last time?
No, I got Batgirl.
Oh, okay.
No,
That's-
we
I
got last
Batgirl
time we
and
got-
Hawk
Those are two... No, we got... Last year we got Wonder Girl.
and Wonder Girl.
Wonder Girl,
Oh yeah,
right.
wait a minute.
Connor,
Wait a minute. Now I got to think
Leslie.
about this. If I have Hawk, Batgirl, and Wonder Girl, I got to think on this. Okay. Yep.
So maybe that could be an autograph. I'm the only creep saying autograph or pass. Okay, Anson Mount. I got him on my list to autograph with a question mark.
Autograph for certain. Possibly smell.
he's a handsome man. I would smell it. Anson Mount.
No, but I wonder if I may get him as an autograph. Not
Well, you
cheap,
guys got
but-
Ethan Peck, right? So I
Yeah,
didn't get
I
Ethan
may get
Peck.
him.
You guys did. You
I
gotta
do. I did
gotta
get Ethan Peck.
Mount.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Barry. So I need a
You need to put the two of them together.
I need
in
a
frame.
horizontal picture.
Yeah.
He's on my list. Anthony Daniels. We all waited online for many hours to get Anthony Daniels.
Got him.
I was like, do I want him on something else? But it's $120. I think I'm going to pass. Although,
Yep.
I'm sure he smells lovely.
You know what? I've had good experiences with him and some questionable experiences, but the last few have been good. So
It was great.
I had
Yeah,
a
it was
terrific
great. So,
experience with him. It was. I think it was the only autograph I got at Celebration.
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
was great. And yeah, if you
and he
don't
knows how
have
to
it,
work the line. So
if you don't have it, do it.
He
He
totally
does know how to
knows.
work.
you,
the
if
line.
you have never met Anthony Daniels and you're a Star Wars fan,
it's an experience, and
Yeah.
you should experience that.
yep, agreed.
Yeah. So, that's Anthony Michael Hall. He's a pass for me. No one's saying anything. You guys gotta say
I
it.
have been saying things. You're just not hearing me.
Okay, so imply pass. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I mean...
April Bowley, I know she's in Doom Patrol. I don't know anything about her, but I would smell her.
Yeah, of course. She looks familiar, and I've never watched Doom Patrol, so she must be in some other things.
She's been in other things, too, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave, the big one.
Here's the
Barbara
big one, Dave.
Eden. Now, I have at least 4 of her autographs, including 2 Genie bottles, so I don't need her at this moment.
And I've also got her autograph, and I don't need it, but I wouldn't like to have gotten a Genie bottle for my wife if I were going.
I wonder if that dude's going to be there.
I did not even reach out to him since I wasn't going to be there.
Yeah. Well, if he's there, and I'll text him.
Yeah.
Okay, Barry Gordon, don't know him. Bill Diamond, don't know him. Billy West, he used to be on Howard Stern, don't care. And jump in if anyone cares about it. Bob Eubanks, what the hell he's doing there? I have no idea.
Wow. Okay. I don't need to smell him, but that's just interesting.
That's just I gotta wonder if he lives in Rhode Island or nearby or something. That's an odd one.
Brendan Routh, he's been at a bunch of these. He's fine.
Yeah, my son Joey met him a few years back at one of the shows on Long Island, and he was really nice.
Brent Spiner, we had our picture taken with Brent Spiner.
Yes. Yep. Good dude.
1 year. Good dude. A couple of wrestlers. No offense to people like wrestlers. I'm skipping a bunch of people because I don't know who they are. Carrie Jones. Okay, he's been there the past couple years.
Yeah, we met him last year. He was a good dude.
He was the Werewolf by Night. We talked to him. He was a good dude.
Yeah, he was a good dude. He was
played the Swamp Thing.
Swamp
Thing.
Man Thing and Chrysanthemum in Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah. Carl Weathers, I have a $500 bill to get his autograph.
Greed Karga is going to be there again.
Greed Karga.
Again, he was there. He's been there before.
Well, he was there last year.
Apollo Greed.
Apollo Greed and Greed Karga, yes.
Yeah. Carrie Ann Moss, that's a definite smell.
Oh, for sure.
Not paying $110 for an autograph.
Yep.
Yeah, she is pricey.
She is, but you know.
A Matrix thing with her is Trinity would be great, but at $60, not at $110.
I agree.
Right? No offense. Carrie Elways, I think he's great. I wish I had his sword because I would have got a plaque made, but I have Mandy Patinkin's sword. I've met him a couple times. He's a nice dude.
Yeah, if I were there, I would probably get him to sign something.
Really? Yeah, he's on my possibly list.
So, and I think I mentioned this on the show, but there are a few autographs that you guys are actually going to try to get for me.
We're getting there.
No, I know, but what I'm about to say is there are a bunch more if I were going myself that I would get that I was not going to ask you guys.
Tell me what they are, because if I'm getting them, I have no problem getting you one.
I know, but part of it's the experience.
It's more about getting it. Yeah,
part of it's about meeting them.
Serena Vincent, don't know who she is, but I will smell her. Chad Coleman of the Orville, I'll smell him.
Yeah. Oh, and The Wire, and
I have only seen him in that and The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead, and The Expanse.
He's in The Expanse.
He's from The Expanse too.
He's what's his name?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Anyway, Charlie Hunnam. That guy. I mean, I've never seen Sons of Anarchy, but he was in Pacific Rim. $100. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Chris Bartlett, to me, the poor man's Gordon Tarpley. No interest.
I have skipped him every time, but if I were there, I would have added him to my Book of Boba Fett.
Really? For what? What's he been in? Because he was Zuckuss or something?
He's in a bunch of stuff from Book of Boba Fett. That's okay.
Yep.
Chris Sarandon, he's been there a couple times. He was in The Princess Bride, too.
Yeah, he was.
Not going to get his autograph.
Yeah, but you know what? Because it's one thing to get Carrie Elwes, you got a one and done.
So this is the second.
No, I want
Rhode
Mandy,
Island
but
Comicon, second Rhode Island Comicon guest whose niece I taught. Just saying.
There you go.
Okay.
You can tell him that.
Yep.
And we'll take any of these people on the show to record.
Of course.
Yeah,
Christina if you're
Ricci,
listening,
now,
just because we don't want to smell you doesn't mean we don't want to interview you.
Yes, that's true. Well, the good thing this doesn't play until Friday.
Is true. They won't hear it.
Because everyone's listening. Now, Christina Ricci, I will not get her. I would like to talk to her because I worked on her first movie, Mermaids.
There you go.
I'd like, so I would like to talk to her. I don't really want her autograph. Daniel Logan, friend of the show. He was on.
He's been on our podcast in Rhode Island.
A bunch of years ago.
Yep.
At Rhode Island. Don't know that
dude.
dude. Don't know that dude. Don't know that dude.
Dean Cain.
Don't know these two guys. Who?
We're up to Dean Cain.
Dean Cain. I'd like to smell his finger. No. He was with Terry Hatcher.
Of course he was.
That's funny.
You broke
Has
Tod,
Dean Cain
Dave.
ever been there?
I don't know, because if he had been there, I would have probably just walked right past him, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
So maybe he's been there.
Denise Crosby. Now she's been there.
I
don't know
think
that.
she was there
I
last
feel like she has been.
time. Yeah, I think she was there last year.
Was she? I have never seen her. I'd like to see her, smell her, whatever.
Yeah.
Diana Guerrero.
I would
wasn't
see her and smell her. She was in Doom Patrol.
She wasn't one on American Idol. Am I thinking somebody else?
No,
think so.
she's in Encanto. She's in
Never.
Yeah, she's been in a bunch
Orange
of
is the
things.
New Black. Yeah.
Yep.
Someone from Mama's Family. There's more than one people from Mama's Family here, so I don't get that at all. I mean, this is not the place.
It could be. Who knows?
It could be.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Dougie Doug. You
never
I don't
know.
know who that is. Wrestler.
There
Oh.
we go.
My boy.
Barry's
Eddie
boyhood
Furlong.
crush.
Eddie
Furlong. Now, has he ever been anywhere?
I've got his autograph from years ago.
That's why
New York,
you're in love
New York
with him.
Comicon. I got him on my Terminator poster. I think I had him before Linda Hamilton on there.
No, really.
Yeah. All right. I would imagine this might be a big one for Tod. Edward James Olmos.
I'm getting him on my Blade Runner poster.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, are you?
I'm thinking about it.
You have all the same autographs I have, don't
And
you?
I need to get him. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, you
add
got to
him.
get him.
Yeah, and
We
I don't think
should've
$50
gotten,
is out of line for him. I think that's fair.
$50 is a bargain.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know that Joseph Turkel, who passed away, did a signing a while back, and he's pictured on that poster. I wish I had gotten him. He had done a send-in someplace. He plays Tyrell.
Oh,
I didn't
right.
have-
Yes. Yep. Okay.
If I didn't already have Edward James almost on my Battlestar Last Supper poster, I
Yep.
would have sent that one with you.
Yeah, but no, I want him on my. The thing that's a little there is no gaff on he's not pictured on the poster, but I got to figure out a place for him to sign.
Yeah, I think you got to get him while you can on that poster.
Oh, I totally want to get him. Yeah, no, I'm excited about that. This other guy I don't know. This girl I don't know. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Evangeline Lilly.
Evangeline Lilly.
We're getting that for Barry. We'll
I
have a chance to smell her.
So Tod, I gave the figure to Dave. He's got it.
Yep.
So it's an opportunity.
You
got to
give me the money,
smell her.
Barry, too. I need the money.
I gave you the money.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I know. I should never have given you cash.
Yeah. We're all set. Okay, so we'll be seeing and smelling Evangeline Lilly.
Now, let me ask you a question. Right next to Evangeline Lilly's Famke Jensen. Why is Evangeline $80 and Famke's $110?
She's overpriced.
Yeah, I think so too.
She's overpriced and yeah.
I'm finding that I feel like I know we've complained in years past about people's autograph prices have gotten too high. I feel for the most part these are all in a good place, except for there's a couple standouts that are too much.
What I also find is interesting is usually they just list the price, but now some of them are listing it's this price, it's another price for a Funko Pop.
It's
another
interesting.
price for something
I
else.
wonder whether these people are also like represented by somebody who's suggesting these things, and I wouldn't be surprised that Famke Jensen and Carrie Ann Moss were told, oh no, that's
They're high.
yeah, no, but
I
I'm
mean,
saying
that's
that's,
a lot.
that's
They
what and
Famke Jensen's never been at a show. We've been
never
to a
seen
bunch
her
of shows.
at
I've
anything.
never
No,
seen her.
I've never
but,
seen her at a show
I
either,
mean,
but
I'm not spending $110. I'll smell you. You want to come by? I'll
definitely
smell you.
look and smell. Yep.
Felicia Day, I'll smell her. She's nice, but I don't want her autograph.
now and again, I don't mean to be mean. Felicia Day, big enough celebrity that she can charge $60 for an autograph.
60 is a lot. No,
Yeah.
for her, she should be. There are people here who are 40, and she should be 40.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
I don't think there's a lot of difference between 40 and 60. I really don't.
yeah. You don't?
It's an extra 20.
I'm saying, I think if you want
I'm no
her, if you know
mathematician.
who she is and you want her autograph, I think that's in.
Yeah, but she's not a $60 autograph.
But
She's
that's
a
what I'm
$40
saying. But
autograph.
she's also got.
She's really a $30
She's got
autograph.
Todd, who's a
smaller-
bigger star, Felicia Day or Gigi
It's
Edgley?
not that. It's the how many people are actually going to know who she is and want her. And I'm saying those who do will pay $60. If they
Yeah, I
pay $40,
guess.
they would
I
pay
guess.
$60. but that's a much smaller pool.
I guess.
Okay.
Gates McFadden.
Gates McFadden. Has she ever been at a show we've been at?
Yeah, she was in New York.
New York.
I got her to sign my poster.
I'd smell her, but I don't want her autograph. David Harbour.
I don't think that's who that is.
Harbour. David Harbour's father.
It looks kind of like David Harbour's father.
Kind of does, yeah.
Gerard, and if you notice, there's a theme. Almost everyone who's ever played Superman who's living is at this show.
Yeah,
it's crazy. So he played Superboy. I've never seen it. Gigi Edley, always good for smell. She's very nice. She was there last year. We've met her at WinterCon.
It's like,
yeah.
She's really nice.
But that's what I was saying. Like I would say that she's probably a bigger star than Felicia Day.
She's a smell.
Yep.
Gina Gershon. Now Barry used to date her, so
I
don't know that
the story has gone from I sat next to her at a screening to we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Well, they were married for a short time and then got divorced.
It's a Hollywood thing. It's just they never last.
Story.
Long.
I don't like to talk about it.
They never last.
I'll
long.
smell her. Greg Nicotero, I'll smell him, but I don't want his autograph. I bet he smells like rotting flesh.
I bet he's got good stories to tell, though, because I know he's a collector of the types of things that we like to collect as well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Maybe we talk to him. He'd be nice to talk to. Come on the show, Greg. Hannah Hall, don't know who that is. Harry Hamlin. We're going to get to smell him whether we want to or not.
I think Hannah Hall was in Forrest Gump.
She was.
Yeah.
Like as a child, I think.
Yeah. Harry Hamlin.
Okay.
All right, we're moving on to Harry Hamlin. So yes, you guys will get to smell Harry Hamlin on my behalf.
Wasn't his wife there?
Yeah, she's supposed to be there too.
We'll see.
If she canceled, then there's a 50-50 at best that he cancels. Because the reason that you're getting this for me is because he has canceled the last 2 appearances I was scheduled to go see him at. And I think I told the story, but I bought a Clash of the Titans poster, and then he canceled. And then I forgot I bought the poster, so I bought a second Clash of the Titans poster, and then he canceled again. So I didn't buy a new poster.
Let's just keep moving. It's going to happen again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll get him. Harry Lennox, I've seen him around.
I think he's been there before,
dude. Yeah. Heather Thomas, gotta smell her. Haven't seen her in years. Holly Marie Combs, she's been there. Yep. Nice smell. Don't know. Some dude from Practical Jokers. Some guy from The Hobbit. You guys know this guy? I don't know who he is. Jed Brophy?
I don't know who he is. Oh, he's from Rings of Power. That's why I don't know those people as well.
Jennifer Bean. I wonder why she's there.
She's escorting her husband. We'll get to him in a bit.
What's his name's daughter's
Jenna Frank, who is the daughter of Jason and David Frank.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's good for the fans.
Yeah.
Walking Dead guy, some guy I don't know, some girl I don't know, some voice actor I don't know. John Delancey, Q, we've seen him before. Todd, I think you were married to him and then you broke up, right?
He stalks you at the food court.
He has stalked me twice on 2 occasions. There's 2 occasions where he was behind me when I didn't realize it. We're going to see if he's going for 3 here. That's all. So,
John Glover, he's been around. I don't think I've ever seen him.
I don't remember seeing him.
Look at him.
No.
John Ratzenberger. Okay, John Ratzenberger, $40. That's a bargain.
It is.
And
you know what?
Can't go wrong with John.
He's going to have a line too. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Toy Story.
He's been in every Pixar movie.
He doesn't need the money.
In every Pixar movie.
He's got Cheers money.
But most people don't realize he was in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. That's cool. You have him on something,
I have
right?
him. Well, I met him years ago and got him just to sign a picture. It was like a work thing, but then I brought my poster and got him to sign that a few years back when he was at Rhode Island.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him, but I'd like to see him.
Now, the biggest signature in all of Rhode Island Comicon is next.
John Rice Davies is $80, but you get your money's worth because he's going to sign a giant signature.
Yep.
I got him at this, and he almost signed over Harrison Ford's signature.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Oh my god,
he signs big. He makes a presence.
John Snyder, Dukes of Hazzard. I'll smell him. Is this now? The next dude is the dude from Lois and Clark, Superman
Spider-Man
and
and Lois,
who replaced the other guy.
Is that the replacement or is that the first guy? I think that's the first guy.
I don't remember.
That's the kid who left. That's interesting. That's an interesting choice.
That's weird. Now, here's an interesting one. Josh Radnor, who was in How I Met Your Mother. I don't know if we were talking about this before the show. I haven't seen that guy in. Oh, he's in Hunters. That's right.
Yeah.
I never watched the second
first
season.
con ever. It says that's
I
his
watched the first episode of second season, and I haven't finished it.
Yeah,
but he's Ted Mosby. I love Ted Mosby.
I know. I'd smell him, but I don't want his autograph.
He's actually pretty funny. He's an interesting character in Hunters too, because he's so different. But yeah.
There's Judd Nelson.
Yeah, $50 for Judd Nelson.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
That's not bad. Judith Hogg, don't know her. She was in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, Katie Seagal. Honestly, $100, really? Sorry.
You know what it
I'm
is?
not interested.
It is
in
the
your
Sons of
$50.
Anarchy people who are completists and have to get everybody.
Yes,
because she doesn't She doesn't do a lot of these.
Really?
No.
Okay. Now,
Katrina Law,
friend of the show,
Katrina Law,
the lovely Katrina Law, worth every penny. She's super sweet. She was on the show. She's on this year's flyer. She took pictures with us. She was awesome.
Yes,
definitely go see her. I'm not getting her autograph, but I'll go say hi.
Yep.
Katie O'Brien. Now she's the one in the new Mandalorian.
She was in Mandalorian season 3, and she was in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah. $40.
$40.
Keith Coogan, you get a plate signed by him.
Keith Coogan, he will spend a lot of time with you. I have a video on my phone. Where he made a video for my wife. We took pictures. He signed a plate. Love Keith Coogan.
Get your money's worth. Okay, wrestler, animated, another animated. Someone from Cool Runnings.
I think the whole cast of Cool Runnings is actually going to be there.
LeVar Burton, who, if we've seen him, I have him on my list to get.
I got his signature in New York.
Yeah, I never got him.
He's a good dude, too, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get him. The lovely, now, I think this is your second wife, Linda Hamilton. I know you've made out with her.
Linda Hamilton got very handsy with me, and I have photographic
She kissed
proof
me
of
on
that.
the mouth, too.
Yes.
Which is... Because she's really weird.
But I don't think she does that anymore. But who knows? Maybe she will.
She kisses you.
Okay. I mean, look, $110, a lot of money. I don't deny that. But she's freaking Sarah Connor. She's...
Of all the people who are charging like $100 or a little over, I get it with her the most. It's still a lot.
It is. But
she, of all those people, she deserves that. Yeah.
No grudges.
And she's great. We saw her at Chiller. I saw her at Chiller.
Yep. No, I was with you for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Some musician. Lou Ferrigno. Sorry, buddy. Pass. Not interested. He was mean to me once.
Okay.
Oh, that dude from Reacher. Yeah. I'd like to show Reacher. I'm not paying for your autograph. Sorry. Malik Yoba. Oh, he's in Cool Runnings.
I'm telling you, the whole cast of Cool Runnings.
Pretty much, yeah.
$40. It's a bargain. Yep. Marissa Tomei. Now, she's $100 territory, I would think, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Because
you won't get close to her.
I've never seen her at a show ever.
No, I've never seen it. Should we get her on something? What would you get her on? Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. I would think you'd have to get Aunt May, although, I mean, honestly, My Cousin Vinny is such an iconic role.
She's great. She won an Oscar for that.
Yep. How great would it be to have the still of her on the couch with Tony Stark? That would be great. So,
yeah,
I'd have to go back. She's probably one of the few A-listers on this list, right? I mean, I'd consider her an A-lister.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's an Academy Award.
She's won an Oscar. I think she was nominated for maybe another one. I don't know.
I mean, there are a few people who've been in big movies for sure, but
I'm penciling her on my list. Penciling. $100 though, not bad. And believe me, we've paid more for less.
Yes.
Don't know. Mark Metcalf, he was in Animal House, the bad guy.
Yeah, he's Niedermeyer.
Niedermeyer. Don't know this girl.
I'd smell her though.
I smell her. Martin Kleba. He was in something, I don't know him.
He was in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, I think.
Yeah, hate those movies. Mary McDonnell, lovely woman.
Okay,
You've met her, right?
Rosalind, Princess. I said Princess. President Rosalind. If you're doing a Battlestar
Dances
piece,
with Wolves. I'm going to have her sign my Dances with Wolves videotape.
That's right.
if you're getting a Battlestar piece going though, get her while you can.
Mary Oya.
Yep.
Oya or
She's
something. She was
Barazofi.
Barazofi, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Maurice LaMarche, again, not for me, but a world-renowned voice actor.
Oh,
Now, Michael Biehn. Now, I got his autograph on my pulse rifle, and I got his autograph on my Aliens poster. I would go back to him because I have the Black Aliens poster, and to me, here's how I see that poster going. Very top, Sigourney Weaver, who I don't have yet. The middle, there's this big black section in big autographs. Michael Biehn, Bishop, and Newt. Michael Biehn signed this tiny little autograph, and I feel like I need him to redo it, but I don't think I can get the autograph off of that.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed by it. He signed a tiny autograph.
There have been a few times where I have actually said to the person before they put pen on the poster to say, "Hey, can you sign big?" Like,
and I think I said that. I'm like, look, here, take as much space as you need. Because that was my thought. I'd have 3 autographs there. And then below that, I have Vasquez and Drake and Frost. But I'm not redoing it for $80. His price has gone up.
Yeah, he has. But
I'm a little disappointed by that. I'm like, dude,
if I were there, I probably would get him to sign something Star Wars for me. But.
John Rice Davies it up a little bit, buddy. Michael Rosenbaum, good dude. We've seen him a bunch of times there. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
I feel like if I saw him in an elevator, I wouldn't know who he is with hair.
Oh, really? Okay, Todd's telling me to pick up the pace. He texted that. We're only at the M's. Okay. Let's go to the people we care about. Mindy Cohn, don't care. Ming-Na Wen. Always lovely.
Always, yep.
She's awesome. I would love to have her on the show, even for 2 minutes.
Yes, and if I were there, she'd be signing my Star Wars poster.
I have her autograph. Unfortunately, I have her autograph on an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing.
That's what I have as well.
That's what I have,
which kind of sucks.
She's agent.
I would get her on my Star Wars poster.
Okay, Molly Ringwald, smell. Blah, 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 blah.
Wait, there's another
Jump
Jedi
in with somebody
there, but...
Paul Williams, I would get on a Planet of the Apes thing, but not at $100. Not for $100.
Probably not for $100. No.
Todd's been giving me a look. You didn't know Paul Williams was in Planet of the Apes?
I did. I was like, okay, that's...
I mean, if he was $50, maybe. Paul Abdul, I'll smell her, don't care about her.
Was Paul Williams in that Kiss Meets the Phantom movie?
He was.
Why do I think he was in
He's
Kiss
in a
Meets the
lot of
Phantom?
weird shit. He
was in Smokey and the Bandit, too. Now,
which I watched yesterday.
Really?
You watched Smokey and the... Why the hell did you watch that?
I would watch that. I watched that about 6 months ago.
all weekend, so I was watching a lot of weird stuff.
Guys, just turn the TVs off. Just do it. Just do it. Seriously.
Somebody, although someone... Okay, I'm moving along.
How much of your life do you have to devote to rewatching Smokey?
Come on,
Jackie Gleason. You're the guy who watches 30 hours of shit in one day.
Oh my God.
Jackie Gleason was awesome in that movie.
I could recite
Paul
that.
Abdul.
I could recite that movie to you, and I haven't seen it in 30 years.
Paul Abdul.
Worth going back to
When I get home, I'm going to punch your mama in the mouth because there's no way anyone dumb as you could be a son of mine. You know?
I'm just going on record. I smell Paul Abdul.
Somebody's got to go see Randy Quaid because he's out of his freaking mind. Right?
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, I'm going to go with my Joe Biden T-shirt and say, Randy, what's going on? Can you sign something? Isn't he a crazy MAGA guy or something? I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he's not.
Maybe you just made that up. I don't really know.
Ron Perlman's been there a long time. I'd smell him. Don't need his autograph. Rose MacGyver, who's in Ghosts now. That's like
you
the
skipped over the voice of Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, come
Well,
on.
I've been told to speed it up. Ron Paulson, he's a big actor. Rose MacGyver's cute. Smell her. Seth Green. Good dude. Shannon Doherty, we're going to get her autograph for Barry on his
my
God
Mallrats
knows
poster.
why Mallrats poster. I don't even know why.
That Mallrats poster is only missing 2 autographs from basically being cast complete, and she's one of them.
Wow.
Do you remember?
And at that, when you're done with that, you will have paid more for that poster than the movie.
The movie made
in the theaters.
I love that movie. Besides the fact, do you remember when we went to Philadelphia Comic-Con?
You exceeded both the gross of the
been there
movie
many
and the
times.
production cost.
She was supposed to be there, and the show that we met. You waited for the woman from Firefly. What was her name?
Oh, but you weren't there.
No, I was there.
No, me and Mark waited for.
Yeah, I was with you.
Which woman from Firefly? Summer Glau?
Yeah, Summer Glau. I was there.
You weren't there when I got Summer Glau's autograph.
I'm pretty sure I wasn't with you because I was waiting in line for something else. I was waiting in line for Stan Lee, but I was with you.
Oh.
At that show, Shannon Doherty was supposed to be there. I brought that poster for her to sign, and she didn't show. I've been waiting since then to get her. And unfortunately,
she heard someone has a Mallrats poster and she didn't want to show up.
Yet another anecdote about something that didn't happen. Okay,
I
move
don't
on.
know.
Okay.
I don't know how many more opportunities I might get to get her autograph. So
okay, just
fair enough. I was going to tell a story. Oh, I do have a story. While Todd's
sure.
Do you know that Kevin Smith is interviewing the Russo brothers?
Yes,
at the Smod Castle
theater.
in the Highlands.
Yep.
We'll be in Rhode Island, but it's this coming Friday.
Yeah, I know. That's why I never mentioned it because it's the weekend that I'm away. And
you can go.
You're
gonna be home. You should go. I would totally go to that. I'd love to get the Russo brothers to sign something. My Winter Soldier poster. Spencer Wildling was not Darth Vader. Pass.
Okay.
His price has come down. Now he's only $40 because
I did not realize that this woman was the woman in Picard, the bridge crew person who got zapped.
Stephanie, I cannot even try to pronounce.
Yeah, I've
that
seen
name.
her in a couple other things, including.
You should change your name for the biz. $30.
Patrol.
That's a bargain.
$30. She's the bargain of the show.
Potential autograph.
Yep.
She's the bargain of the show, right there.
Tom Welling. Have we seen? He's been around.
Okay, you skipped over Theo Rossi from Sons of Anarchy. He'll be a draw. Tom Welling.
He was in Luke Cage too.
Yeah, but a ton of things.
Insult comic dog. $60 for a rubber dog. I don't think so. Tyler Hoechlin, another Superman.
Yep.
Vicky Lawrence. I don't know why you're there, Vicky. I hope somebody signs. You get people pay for your autograph. Don't know.
Another Power Ranger. Walter Jones.
Yep.
Power Ranger, another Power Ranger. Walter Koenig, I will get his autograph. I do not have it.
Really?
He's on my list to get.
Oh, wow.
I do not have him.
I have a couple of his, yeah.
Wayne Knight, I know, Barry, you got his autograph on something, didn't you?
No, I never got his autograph.
No, not that I know you got rid of that Barbasol thing, didn't you?
Well, Daryl has it now.
Yeah.
I moved that one on to our friend Daryl.
Anyone that we're upset about that isn't going. Ahmed Best isn't going. Todd, Julie Newmar.
Yep.
She realized she was 104 and decided not to come.
Kevin Weissman canceled. I would have, if I had been there, I would have liked to have met him. Yeah, he was an Alias. You know what's weird, Dave, is I'm not seeing that woman who was Harry Hamlin's wife now, but she was on this list. Maybe.
I thought she was, yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Rose McGowan. So you don't quite. You
don't get the full Charmed cast.
You're not filling out that Charmed cast thing.
Joey Fatone's not going. Anyway,
Sophia
all right. So that's the list.
She would.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. Would have smelled her.
Yep. And I would have smelled Sam Raimi if he was there.
Julie Newmar, I would like to have seen. I know I met her. God, it's got to be 20 years. It's got to be 18 years ago. When I got her autograph last.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
anyway, so that's the list.
Too.
That was probably boring for you people, but it was semi-boring for us too.
Well, it was helpful for us so that you guys now have a better sense of what your plans are.
There you go. Even though I've written them down. Let's go. What's in the box?
Show you with the box. Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Regular Joe's What's in the Box.
Barry, what do you got? And then Todd and I are going to do the same
I'll
thing.
go first because you guys are doing yours together. So I'm going to do two things real quick. I know I showed you guys this, but I don't think I ever talked about it on the show. It's Patrick Stewart's new autobiography called Make It So.
You did it on the show.
I did? I know I showed it to you guys. I don't think I did it on the show.
I know you didn't tell me about it, so I could order one too.
Yeah, it's a signed copy that I forgot I ordered, and it showed up like months and months and months after I ordered it. So that came in the box.
I would have got that. Thanks.
And then
I would have too.
Yeah, I
But don't worry
apologize.
about
I don't even know why I'd never mentioned it, but It was one of those things. I saw the ad, I ordered it, and forgot about it.
Sure, we understand.
You didn't get it from Barnes and Noble,
We
did you? I
understand.
wonder if there's signed copies at Barnes and
I
Noble.
got it at Books A Million on their website. 2 weekends ago, I found out there was a local card and comic book show in my area, and I decided on a whim to just drive there on a Sunday morning.
I would have gone, but thanks for saying something.
You wouldn't have gone, and you would have been disappointed if you did. It was $5 to get in. I walked the place and was in and out in 15 minutes. But I did find this. The Ewok Battle Wagon in the Power of the Force packaging. Really nice box. It's still got the cardboard inserts. It's got all the instructions. It's complete. This thing goes on eBay for about $700 to $800.
Does it really?
Yeah. And the guy knew it was worth something, but when I asked him how much he wanted for it, the number he threw at me, I could not give my money to him fast enough. So I was there for 15 minutes, but I walked away with this.
That's a good show.
A toy I actually never thought I would own. So it's kind of that rare. It's up there with the Jabba sail barge skiff that they made that goes for $1,000. This is creeping up there. So anyway, that was it didn't come in a box, but it is in a box. So
it is in a box.
Yeah. All right, so you guys
they
both
still have any of those
got something big.
autographed books still. Yes.
So
So,
why don't we talk about
we've
that?
talked about it on the show. I don't know how long ago did we order it? Is it even a year?
I think it's about a year.
Is it about a year? So there was a Kickstarter for the Tomy was doing a 3-foot-ish Enterprise diecast. There was a lot of back and forth on ordering and not ordering it. So Todd and I ordered it, and both of ours showed up this week. Now, if you go online and type in Tomy, especially in Facebook, there is a ton of praise and a ton of bitching about it. And it's been going on for months.
And there's a ton
My
of
thought is-
YouTube unboxing videos and other things out there too. So
Most of the people bitching didn't even get it, is my opinion, I think. I don't know. Todd, how do you feel about your
I am
Enterprise?
very pleased with it. There's we've talked about this one thing that they totally screwed up on. There's a couple little things. Hey, is the deco right on all your shuttles?
The shuttles are not great.
The shuttles are
by
not
the
great,
way.
but one of mine is missing deco on one side, and I don't know if that was a consistent thing.
No, they'll replace that, I think.
Okay.
I have deco on both sides.
So no, one of my shuttles is bare naked on one side. The two of my shuttles have a significant gap from where they put it
Yeah.
together. The one that has no gap that actually shows me how good it could be is the one missing the.
Yeah, I think if people have mentioned issues with the shuttles, I don't really care.
So, yeah.
But I think you can get a new one.
I'm really impressed with the thing. I think it looks great. It blows my mind that the effort that went into this thing, and it didn't occur to anyone that this is designed to be displayed. The display base is designed to be displayed in the right profile view, but the screw covers are on the right-hand side. It's such a no-brainer to just reverse that the display stand,
yeah, I don't know
and
why
so
they
that
think.
you don't see the screw covers. But that's not.
Which are not horrible.
They're not horrible. The deco is off on one of mine, so that the part, the little swipe lines don't line up.
Oh, really?
But the good far outweighs those little nitpicks. And again, like I said, I'd pay $30 to get a reverse of the base, so I could display this the other way.
I'll take you $30. I'm making a new base for mine.
So
and I'll make a new one for yours too.
That's really the only thing that bugs me. I also
it's
don't
really
like
impressive from what I've seen. And
I also don't
super
like that the
impressive.
front base support blocks the underside of the sensor dome, which is just odd. So
That doesn't. Okay, so there's a couple things.
Yep.
One is everyone's bitching about the seams and the screw covers. Now, I am sorry, everybody. The shipyards in Jupiter did not build this. It's a freaking toy. Like, oh my god, the seams. Like, it's not a real spaceship.
I don't care about the
I'm
seams
sorry.
at all. I don't.
But
I
you know what
don't
it is?
care at all.
It's not a studio scale model either. It is studio scale,
and it's not a studio
but
scale
it's not a
model price.
It's a die cast, and honestly,
it weighs a ton
for what you guys paid for it. I mean, I'm not saying it was inexpensive. It was expensive, but if you had paid somebody to build that as a model, it would have been 4 times the price.
Thousands of dollars. Yeah, it has lights and it lights up. I think it's awesome.
It's got
only
the spinning,
issue, I don't
the spinning
the nacelles,
the
lights
Bouchard
spinning around.
collectors.
Yeah, I mean it's really impressive.
It looks great. I mean,
But I do agree, just based on everything I've read and seen, if they had just maybe thought it through a little bit more, this could have been a total home run.
If they had reversed that front mount, it would mitigate most of the bitching that I've seen. It is just epically stupid to have done that, and it's got to have been like 2 production teams that just were like not paying attention. Because if you flip this thing, it looks perfect.
But to me, the base is there's a whole bunch of stuff like the saucer section detaches, which it never does. My thing, I think that's probably some kind of licensing thing that they had to do that because I don't, for the life of me, don't know why it has to detach. But whatever.
I'm gonna.
My biggest issue.
Oh, go ahead, Dave.
Is the base. The base is gigantic and horrible. I get it. It makes it stable. There's no need for this base. The size of the base itself is 30% bigger than it needs to be. I don't understand.
So I'm going to text you guys a picture, so check your phones in a second. But I saw a video today, and I'll give you the link to the video. There's a guy that already made a replacement stand for the front piece. And what he came up with I thought was pretty ingenious. I just texted it to you guys.
Okay, I'm interested to see that because I've been designing one. I even went to a plastics place in Manhattan at lunch today to pick up materials to redo my base.
He 3D printed what looks like a phaser
That's
blast
pretty cool. I had that in my
coming
head.
out of it, and that connects to the front of the stand, so you don't need that extra front piece. And he said that it gives it enough support. He's got a YouTube video on it, and I mean he lit it too, which is pretty crazy.
The guy did phaser. It's a little distracting to me.
It is a little distracting.
Well, lit up, I think it's very distracting. But I thought it just shows you that there are solutions to this problem, and Tomy probably could have come up with a solution that was better than what they did.
Okay,
part of me, I get this thing is probably 30 pounds. I mean, it's metal. The whole thing is metal. So they needed to get a base that was stable enough so this doesn't fall on someone and kill them, probably. But
I think it's fall over and break,
or break,
and
or whatever.
So, yeah.
My plan is I'm going to make a just rectangular black base out of like 3/4 inch MDF and paint it matte black so you don't see it. It doesn't need to be that big. Then I know this is not exciting for people.
No,
Go look
I
at
want to hear
pictures
this
of it.
though.
Yeah, I know you do. That's what I'm saying. So the thing that's holding the secondary hull or the hull is all those weird lines in it are so distracting. I'm gonna take 1/2 inch acrylic and cut it out in the right shape of that, and then that will mount on a clear piece of acrylic, and then I'm gonna take just the stand part that holds up under the saucer section and have that, and that's it.
If you look at the picture I sent you, that guy even just wrapped that stand with like a black piece of cloth just to hide all that.
It looks horrible.
It does look horrible.
But my thing is the gold Delta base is just gigantic for no good reason.
Yeah.
I'm going to simplify this. So Tom, when I work it out, I'll make you one.
Yeah,
too.
it's the, like I said, for me it's the front base part that is just egregious. But I'll tell you, I have mine on 2 Doltoffs that sit as an island, like in the middle of the room, and I can walk all around and look up at this thing. It is so freaking cool.
Yeah,
you turn it on,
awesome.
you turn the lights off, and this thing is it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
I'm super happy with it. I like I said, the stand thing, that was a fail. Dave, I do not understand the saucer separation thing, other than that they knew from the get-go they couldn't sustain the weight of that saucer on its own, and that was their...
Yeah, the saucer weighs...
Right.
12 pounds?
But that's what I'm saying. They couldn't just, they couldn't, and they knew the neck was going to be the weak part. I think they needed to make it, they needed to come up with a reason to have that. I don't get that. But.
Yeah. So I think with a redesigned base, the saucer section needs support. It just weighs too much. There's no way around it. But a clear rod without that whole other thing, I don't think it'll be as stable. But if it's sitting on a thing and no one's running around it, I think you'll be fine. Maybe I'm going to find something out that's not true. But
I'm assuming that making it at die-cast was probably part of their required licensing. Like, it couldn't be...
Oh, I'm sure.
Plastic. But if it had been plastic, it would have looked just as good. I mean, you don't... Once it's on a stand, you don't know that it's die-cast. Like, it didn't have to be die-cast.
That's the thing. I would prefer it would have been plastic, but I'm sure that's a license.
Dave, if you had a lucite cylinder that was the diameter of the top of the top, the dome part, or the underside of the dome, you know what I'm saying? Could you just replace that front with like a lucite cylinder? But you want to know, to get around it, it'd have to be too big, I think. And what I bought today was like 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch lucite rods. I got to figure out the dome. I'm going to have to redesign. My thing is, I don't want to cut this stand apart. Yeah, no, I don't.
If I didn't care at all, I would just cut the other section.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna remake the dome, the part that sits under the saucer, and the rod, and that's it.
I would bet you that 2 months from now, you're going to be able to go on Etsy, and there's going to be 5 different stands for this thing.
Oh, I'm sure.
And some of them are going to end tragically, because
That's why I will make you one. You'll have to sign a waiver.
Yeah.
I am not making it to sell to anybody. Yep. It's too much of... I know what I want, but, hey, I have a laser cutter, so I could do things that other people can't. So, other people have laser cutters, but if I didn't have that, there'd be no way to freaking make this. 3D printing's not the way. I want something that just disappears. So, laser cutting out some clear acrylic is the way to do it. So...
The shuttle bay, super cool. The bridge that you can look down into.
The bridge, the top is clear, so you can see the bridge.
When they went right down through the bridge and looked in, is just awesome. I love the lighting. I love the rotating Bussard
reflectors. The lighting
in
the cells are awesome.
All the details on it. What they got right was so good, and Matt Jeffries was so freaking brilliant in this design, and this displays this so well.
The shame of it is that if you didn't get in on the Kickstarter, now that they're out, you can't buy them.
That's not true from what I just read, and I don't know if I didn't check it. So this was a Kickstarter that originally had I don't even remember the number. They wanted... They wanted, let's say, it was 10,000
6,000 backers or something, didn't it?
But then they cut it in half. They were making this no matter what.
They also gave the option, 3 weeks ago, to bail?
Yeah,
right?
Because people were bitching about it.
And that's
stuff,
what I wonder, whether enough people bailed that there's some out there.
I read on a Facebook post on this tonight, so I did not verify it. He says that the Tomy... there's some site on Tomy that you could buy it for the same $600.
I'm looking on their website right now.
Supposedly there's 4,000 of them. My guess is they made that number they were going to make no matter what. And I don't know, this post said people were buying them by the 20 packs.
So here, just so you guys know, this Kickstarter ended 462 days ago. So
I thought
over a
quite a while ago.
They got 2,515 backers.
So it was 5,000. They wanted to make 5,000, then they cut it in half.
Yeah, I don't see any option on this site to buy one.
I thought this guy said it was on Tomy's, I'm not remembering what the word is, almost like their overstock site or something.
Because I did start to get a little fear of missing out on this one, and I did go to look to see if I could get one, and
I'll find that thing on Facebook. They
benchmark
claim
for Enterprise models, Enterprise, diecast, and all this has always been, you look at the nacelles and do they line up and do they stay aligned? And mine are perfect. I don't know how about yours are.
Yeah, mine are perfect. I did check that.
I measured. They are equidistant from each other, and I took a level, and they are perfectly level with each other. And that's something that, every Third Eagle Moss model I looked at, there was a little gap, there was a little something. These things, and because that's hard with this design, with the pylons, this is really, really hard to do, and they got that right. They really did. I hope this thing doesn't sag over time or anything like that, but it's just, I think it's beautiful, and I'm super pleased with it. And again, if we can address the base issues, that would be great.
Oh, we're going to definitely address the base issues. I'm trying to find this thing, and it was like some Tomy Overstock site or something or other. There's a lot of freaking people on it.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out amongst ourselves, but it may still be out there. According to this guy, I don't remember where it was. Chiller was this weekend.
I probably will just build the model kit because that same exact scale you can get that in a model kit, and they make the full lighting kit. It's just you have to build it.
You know the guy who played Jock on Indiana Jones was at Chiller?
Yes, I did hear that.
It's always crazy this time of year. Boy, there's a lot of pictures of these things. Anyway, so if you're listening to this Friday night, come see us at Rhode Island Comicon. Barry will be there. George Lucas will be there. Peter Cushing, probably.
Very possibly the ghost of Alec Guinness.
None of those things are true, but Dave and Tod will be there.
Yeah, and Brian and Brian. Yeah. So listen to next week's show whenever that comes out. It may be a little delayed, but that is show number 500. Hopefully it's great. If not, it'll be okay.
I'm looking forward to listening to it. See that?
Well, you'll be on it.
But this is going to be the first regular Joe's Podcast episode that I don't know the entire contents of the show.
Well,
first one ever that I wasn't fully
there
for.
$40 worth of wires to make sure you're on the show. So
I'll be phoning in, but I'm not. It's not the same as being there.
Yes,
I think we only ever did one where Tod wasn't there. Right, we did one where we interviewed somebody and we cut an intro and an outro in with Tod, but I think that was the only time.
Okay, yes, no, but I'm saying, we've all been in all the shows before, and we'll keep that, and we'll,
one way or another, I'll be in this show.
Exactly. Okay, that's plenty. That's more than we thought it would be.
Yeah.
Matthew Perry, rest in peace. I enjoy Friends immensely. We did some pre-show gold on it.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it. I've watched Friends at least 500 times, and I will continue. I still continue to watch it. So that's a horrible tragedy. But on that down note, so next week, Rhode Island Comicon could be a 2-parter. You never know. Could be a 30-minute show.
It could be a 30-minute show. It could be the most epic show ever. Because I'm not going to be there. It's going to be the most epic show ever.
Could be a drunken fist fight. It could be. There's always potential for something crazy.
It's a good thing Amy Allen's not on the guest list.
Yeah, I'm not buying. I'm not buying you a drink.
You're not buying any female Jedi's drinks this year.
You think she'd come on the podcast? It's not worth it. We pay no one to be on the podcast. Maybe George Lucas, but he doesn't need it. So anyway, enough of that. And thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.